Okay, folks, today we're going to be placing this strut on the Ford Focus. Now I've done replaced the other side. This is a very simple thing to do. I ordered my struts for this off of Amazon. They are the Monroe Quick-Struts. Had a little problem with the order. One thing that you want to do before you even get this far, before you even take the tar off, open the box. Okay, here's your, see this little bracket here? This is your ABS sensor. This is where your upper sway bar link goes, and your brake line clips in over here. So you have a bracket over here. You have one in back too, right there, that goes into the this clamp right here. Always take it out before you even take the tar off. Look at it. See, here's what goes into the space in the back of that clamp. It goes down. The bolt goes through here. This is for your tie rod end. Your sway bar link, and that's for your brake line. Okay, so make sure before you get this far, orientate it when you in the box and make sure everything's on where it's supposed to be. Do not assume that these people you're getting this from didn't have a return and just throw it in any box. The last one I got was it was for the other side. It was two drivers. They sent me two driver side, even though the part number for this was right. Obviously the box had been open. It was missing the tags, and the yellow tag and this tag. It was missing both of those. Somebody just at the where it is at Amazon just threw it back in the box and taped it up. And so it takes 3 days to get these. I like Rock Auto. Their initial price was a little lower on these. Rock Auto had them for $85, $105 at Amazon. By the time I paid shipping and handling, the difference came down to $7. $114 at Amazon all in, and $107 at Rock Auto. The reason I don't order from Rock Auto more often, it takes 5 to 7 days for them to get me anything. I can get this in 3 days on Amazon. So, sorry Rock Auto, you really need to up that shipping game.
There are rookie numbers in this racket.
So anyway, back here. Okay, so I looked at the strut. It is the right, at least everything where it should be. Once I get this strut out, I'm going to compare it, make sure it's the same height and everything. First thing you do after you get your tar off, you're going to pull off your ABS sensor out of here. You're going to take your brake line, get it out of there. Sometimes these things can be really difficult to get out of there. Now we got that off. We're going to take our sway bar link loose up here, take this bracket off, and we're going to come back here. This is 18 millimeter for this clamp back here. This I think it's 15 millimeter. Let me get everything together and I'll bring you right back. Yep, these are 15 millimeter. Okay, now we're after this one. Now, I will tell you, usually the evening before, I'll take some PB Blaster, go around this right here, let that oil sink in here. Same way with the 3 bolts at the top. I've already had this off last week, had it completely out and everything before I realized they sent the wrong strut. So that's why I gave you that little tidbit of advice at the beginning of the video. Check them things in the box before you go through all this work. Okay, we got those two loose. Let's get this down and get our bracket off. Now I had to take pry bar and pry down that sway bar to get that nut, release tension on that nut. So got a bracket off, got the sway bar link off. Now we're going to take a BFH, a small BFH, don't get carried away. I'm going to beat down Said I had this off last week. Apparently I should put some more PB around it. Then got the nut out. There it comes. And there we go. Now we're going to go up top, take those bolts loose. Okay, we're going to take these three. You never touch this center bolt. Never touch it. Now on mine, these are 13 millimeter. Helps if you loosen it. Like I said, I had these loose last week. I had them completely out before I realized they sent me the wrong one. Okay, now, since it's resting on that knuckle down there, it doesn't want to fall. Now, if you have, obviously, now if your axle is far down, when you take those bolts loose, your strut's going to want to fall. But this is why it's good to have two people to do this. And we're coming out. That is the old one. Second time, 2 weeks it's been out. Okay. Now, yeah. Fin on the back, that's where it goes. It goes in, that's why it orientates its way the way it does. So let me get the new one. Okay, you always want to make sure that the new one is roughly the same height as the old one. There could be a little difference. Now, what I don't like about these, it has no dust boot on the shaft. But oh well. So these are roughly the same ones. So let me show you how to orientate this fin right there that I was talking about earlier. Will go right into that crack. Otherwise you will not get this on. So I can't do this with one hand. Also, this is where it helps have two. When you're pushing this up, it's boogered up by yourself and get the screw on and all that. If you had someone just tighten those little screws up, once you get those three up in there, your world's going to be a lot easier. Alrighty, we got it in.
That's what she said.
Like I said, by yourself this can be pretty tricky a little bit. What I do is I get one stud through and then just rotate the strut until the other two line up with a hole and push them through. Now this strut did come with new nuts, so I'm going to use those instead of the old ones. I mean, why not, right? I think these are also 13 millimeter. So, and then we haven't got it down here yet, but we will. Let's go ahead and tighten these up. Alright, that back down here at the bottom, we're just going to, can't do this with one hand, but basically we're going to work this back around between this to get this into its clamp, to its forever home. So let me lay the phone down and get this situated and I'll bring you right back. Okay, we got that up. I'm going to tighten our bolt back here up. Yeah, if I can get it on there, we are. Okay. Next, we're going to work our little sway bar end link. We're going to get that on there. Put the bracket back on. Don't forget the bracket. So let me put this down. Yeah, it's a two-handed job. Okay, let's get our okay, get that on. Now we're going to reattach our ABS sensor. Okay. Apparently I'm going to need two hands for this too, but we're going to put ABS sensor in and we're going to put a brake line into that holder there. Okay, we've got our lines back. These are locked down good. We're ready to put our tire back on, and we have a new strut. That's how it goes. Really simple. I should have showed you how to put the sway bar links on, new ones, but they're just as simple, if not simpler. And these are Moog sway bar end links. I think they're 18 a piece off Amazon. So again, I got them in 3 days instead of 5 to 7. Okay, yeah, in my local, all 4 local auto parts wanted $200 for these. We're $175 at Napa, but AutoZone, O'Reilly's, and what's that other, Consolidate or something like that, from $190 to $205 for this thing. Damn! Just too simple to get it off Amazon. So anyway, I hope y'all learned something. If you hear it rattling in your front end every time you hit a little bump, it's probably going to be your sway bar end links. But if you haven't changed your struts in a long time, I do like the one piece. Just get the assembly, makes your life so much easier. Anyway, like and subscribe. I'm out of here. I can go do something else now.